Okay, so Chinna has been heading a program which has a lot of ideas in terms of getting the alumni, and if, I'm not going to go into the whole structure of this program, but basically as far as alumni are concerned, there is an opportunity to interact with this institution, with this program, and contribute in any whichever way to the progress of IIT Kharagpur in the future. It's basically innovating, involving, and transforming. That's what IIT stands for. And this institutional development program. And each of you can talk to Chinna. He will give you a much more good idea or detailed idea of what they're all about. And we are going to facilitate him meeting some of our prominent alumni, and we have already done that. They have met, he has met with a few alumni and talked to them, discussed with them as to where we need to go with support from the alumni. And the next one is what we are doing as a chapter here, or what is our charter. Basically, the way I see it's a very simple model: maintain an active alumni network in Southern California, basically conduct social, cultural, and professional activities, maintain link with the alma mater, perform fundraising activities to maintain the association, to support worthwhile KGP projects, collaborate with the IIT Foundation, collaborate with organizations supporting the IIT system. And again, we are not going to be a huge fundraising organization at this point in time, but we will help and facilitate that process. And of course, we want to interact with our sister IITs, and Pan IIT is definitely an organization that we would like to interact with, definitely on a professional and networking level to enhance the IIT system in this country, mainly name branding and professional networking. And I think today IIT Pan IIT is being represented by Smita and Gunjan Bagla. I think you're in the audience, are you? Oh, you guys didn't turn up. All right, so next chart. Issues and concerns. I mean, always be, as an organization, we should always be frank and honest and keep track of what we are lacking. Mainly sustainability. Just sparking once in a while in 10 years is not what we want. We want to continue functioning of this organization, basically with a core team and active executive committee, and have a little bit of financial freedom to conduct some of the things that we want to. And that's why there will be some fundraising, in terms of asking for sponsorships so that we can maintain ourselves. So sustaining is very important part of what we do here. And we want to avoid apathy. People have a tendency to, and maybe it's because of the fault of the organizing committees and people, but that's one thing that we have to fight, apathy, and that's the biggest one. We would like to inculcate enthusiasm, and not because we are doing it, because they should feel that they are part of this IIT system and Kharagpur, and they should come forward and be involved, provide us ideas and things like that. And of course, fundraising, basically to help projects and charities in based in Southern California, and help each other out, and keep a list of projects that we need to support back at our institution, and as well as some of the worthwhile causes all over India. Next. Pan IIT, as I said, is an organization that we would like to support, and I kind of indicated as to where those areas are. But I do think that each individual IIT has to maintain a little bit of their own emotional bonding, because if each of the IITs are strong, Pan IIT is bound to be strong. That's how we operate, and we think how it should function. Next. We have a charity vision. Now, we need to, we are part of the society. We are, concerned about the things in India. We cannot ignore the fact that there, a lot of the impoverished Indians need a lot of support from people who have done comparatively well, and it's our duty to really help them out in ways that makes sense. You know, we want to seek out the most cost-effective and efficient charitable organization, and then facilitate the support by the alumni in doing that for those organizations. The two that come to mind that we would like to be involved with in the near future are the Dakshina Foundation. I think today you got brochure, or actually the annual report of this organization. It's one of the best annual reports I've ever seen. It's more like a story than you know, just dealing with numbers. So one thing I would request you is that if you, please take a copy home and read it, and you'll be astounded by what it's doing. And I'll get into a little bit of a detail about that. And it's based in Irvine, believe it or not, and they do work for IITs in India, and so it's amazing. And as I said, I'll talk a little bit about that. And the other one is Sarada Kalyan Bhandar. Basically, it's a organization in the district of Midnapur in West Bengal. And one of the honchos of that organization is our own alumni, Sudipta Ghosh, Basu Ghosh. Are you here in the auditorium? Oh, so you absconded too. Okay, so actually it's his sister who runs this organization, Professor Bharati Ghosh. I'll talk a little bit about that. And these are the two charitable organizations that we would like to focus in the near future by helping them out in whatever way we can. And you can contact these, the website and the individual people in that. And again, I would urge you to read the annual report that we handed out today at the entry. Next. So what's Dakshina? Dakshina is basically formed by an Irvine resident. His name is Monish Babrai. He has an investment firm. He's chairman and founder of Dakshina, and the managing partner for Babrai Investment Funds. And that's you will read a lot about that in the report that you have. Basically, what they do is pick up very talented but very poor kids from a school system called Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, started by Rajiv Gandhi in the name of Jawaharlal Nehru, and it's spread all over the country. And that system provides the breeding ground for this, young people who are impoverished, but they have a lot of talent and they can move on to do a lot of good things. And so Monish, what he has done is partnered with the government of India and has, through picking talented students from these JNV schools and coaching them for 2 to 3 years and putting them in higher institutes in all over India, particularly IIT. If you read the report, you will be amazed. It's only a 3-year-old organization. It has a success rate of 21% people getting into IIT from the number they have coached. So that's pretty high. And this year they have achieved that 31%. So 31% of the poor students that they have coached have gone into the IIT system. So it's an awesome organization, and so far he has spent $4.5 million from his own pocket just to do this. And now he thinks that the organization is in good shape in terms of becoming efficient and cost effective, and now he's looking for support from the community. And so there will be in the annual report, there are cards, donation cards, that if you feel you can donate, and you can talk to him. And in fact, he was one of the chief guests today, but he had to be out of the country. And he's a well-known figure in the financial world. And he has had lunch with Warren Buffett and so on and so forth. So we are very proud of him in Irvine for doing what he's doing. So I think I pretty much told you all about it. Results are 2009, 75 of the students out of the 350 got into the IITs. And in 2010, 90 of the 293 students